Welcome to Toffee TV. It is the match preview. Bury versus Everton at Gig Lane. You ever been to Gig Lane?
Yes, played there. Played for Bury. At the Energy Check Stadium.
Oh, sorry. Energy Check. Have you ever played the Energy Check Stadium?
Yes.
Was it called the Energy Check?
No.
No. Okay. It's called Gig Lane.
The Energy Check Stadium.
When did you play at Gig Lane?
Years ago.
Years ago. 4.
When I was 4 years.
I'm asking. No, 4.
Oh, who I played for? Played there 3 times. I played for Bury and for Oldham.
Okay. There you go. Good.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Score?
No. 3-0. Got beat 2-1. Set the goal up, didn't I?
Okay. So it's Everton's second pre-season game. I would say it is obviously it's the first competitive pre-season game.
The second pre-season game, yeah.
Second pre-season, but the first competitive pre-season game.
Yeah.
In a week where Everton will play 3 pre-season games, and that, so it'll be, fully up and running this week. And it's the first chance for those players to really stretch the legs, I would say.
Well, let's just building on what they done last week, really, isn't it? They've had the training camp in Austria. They've obviously played the game against that magnificent side at the weekend, which a lot of people, or some people, don't seem to realise. When we were breaking it down, we were tongue-in-cheek. But this is stepping up again now, back to training, obviously, on Tuesday, and then for this game at Bury, ready to go. And it starts to build up. There's 3.5 weeks till the season
3 weeks on
starts.
Saturday, isn't it? Yeah.
So it has got to go up another level now, so players will have to step it up again, and then that step up again at the weekend when they play against even better opposition than what Bury are.
Yeah, Bury have played 3 pre-season games so far. They sort of started the pre-season backwards, but I suppose when you are a team down the leagues, that's what would always happen, because you were always going to play. Everyone's going to want to play their first pre-season, which will be slightly easier opposition. So they've played Rangers, who obviously under Steven Gerrard are playing in the Europa League and stuff. So they've beaten 6-0. Played Huddersfield, were beaten 4-0, but played Liverpool on Saturday and drew 0-0. So they're obviously getting a little bit stronger towards the season, as you imagine. And I suppose it's a good time to it sounds stupid because it's pre-season, but in terms of fitness, it's a good time, because they'll be a lot closer to their maximum fitness. And at the end of the day, at this time of the year, what we seen on Saturday was, a team who were probably less fit than what we were. Well, massively less fit, and that's all you're looking for, isn't it? This time of year is a team, regardless of what their standard is, to make you run the little extra yards, and obviously that's why it picks up as we go along. Yeah,
that's exactly right. They picked up. They've been training obviously for a few weeks. This will be the 4th game they played in pre-season, so they will be ahead of us in terms of match fitness and everything. But that's what it's about, isn't it? It's another step for players to get out there, put into practice the principles they're working on, get that extra bit of fitness. We'll have to run a little bit more. It'll be a much more sterner test than what Saturday was. Defenders will be under pressure, because that's what happens. I mean, these had a few chances against Liverpool at the weekend, and so they're going to have chances. And it's about, like you said, it's about shapes now. It's about players committing forward, seeing some of Marco Silva's ideas against better opposition than obviously what we had at the weekend.
Obviously it's his first Marco Silva's first game managing Everton on English soil. I think Martinez was Atkinson Stanley, was he? I think
4-1,
something like that. Yeah, loads of Evertonians turned up. And I remember when we played Bury under David Moyes, was it Andy Johnson played, and was absolutely. I was at Paul Vale, funny enough, that day. I went to the other one. The players were absolutely mobbed and stripped of advantage. That was a pre-season game. So I imagine there'd be a lot of blues there. A lot of, obviously there's no new players on show, but it's just an opportunity to watch Everton, isn't it?
And there's people like Luckman who, they're obviously young lads like Kieran Dowell. Well, you'd expect him to feature. Sandro's back at the club, so opportunity to see some players. Hopefully Theo Walcott will be available hopefully Davy Klassen will be available so they can get in and, you know, hopefully Gentos and get a bit sharper and stuff. Scored at the weekend, so it's a good opportunity to watch a game of football. Hopefully the weather will be the way it is, quite nice, and, you know, like we say, you know, have a closer look at and see what we can spot.
Well, it'd be nice to see, won't it, if what has been getting taught so far, what has been getting coached, will be getting put into practice, because Evertonians, rightly so, towards the end of the season, we're not happy with the start of football. You know, and you've seen us last day of the season against West Ham when we were just absolutely abysmal, and, you know, coming into the last few weeks the football was atrocious. Okay, it was getting us results, but it was nothing to build on. So it'd be nice just to see, to be able to sit down and watch an Everton side and just see what the manager's game plan is going forward, what are his ideas. I mean, you know, as much as pre-season is for fitness, it's also for tactical situations, seeing how we're going to play going forward. You know, how certain players are going to be used. Are they going to be used differently than they have been before? And are we going to get the benefits of that? Are individual players going to get the benefits of it? So there's so much to look at, and not just think, well, it's a pre-season game. You know, it's, you know, there are the larger ideas getting put into place.
Yeah, there's a bigger picture than it just being a pre-season game. If you want to look at it, it's fine for people to go along and watch this, the pre-season. That's the sound, isn't it? But we'll want to look at it a bit closer, on a personal level. Other people will, other people won't. They'll go and have a couple of bevies and watch the game, and that's what it's about. Pre-season, there's no pressure on it. It's just interesting for us to have a look and to see what we're noticing early, and then how we can progress with that, while keeping in mind it's a pre-season friendly, and the players are a couple of weeks into training, so you know, you look at it in September, it'll look very different than what it'll look like, you know, in July, or you hope it will anyway. It wasn't the case last year, but you know, so like you say, it'll be a good opportunity to see more so his system and the style of play against a better opposition than obviously what we saw at the weekend.
Yeah, and ahead of the weekend as well, before, you know, it'll be stepped up with two games in 2 days, but I imagine that you know, for Berry, I imagine it'll be similar to Saturday, where most players will get 45 minutes, and then and that'll probably be for both sides, I imagine, as well, or, you know, to a point, and then Saturday, obviously, we, you know, and Sunday, you imagine that players will play more of 60 minutes, and that'll be stepped up again, you know, because if players are only playing 45 minutes and then at the weekend they're playing, in a hotter climate and in a bigger surroundings against better players, and they're playing 60 to 70 minutes or whatever, so it goes up again, doesn't it? So it's,
we'd expect that to be the case on the both days, wouldn't you? So the lads who was sub the first night get 20 minutes or 25 will start the next night, and it'll be flipped around. So listen, it's the time to just sit and enjoy it, isn't it? And just see different things and new things, because it's soon you're into the season and you're into the pressure.
Yeah, and it feels like it's coming around really, really quick.
And you're going,
but I suppose I think, I don't know if this is true for everyone, but I think I think the excitement of having a new manager has almost been tempered by the fact that there's not new players. Do you know what I mean? It's like, you know, I don't know, I think this might just be me personally, but I don't feel like there is as much excitement about having a new manager, because we've gone through so many managers in the last few years. I don't know, is the novelty factor still there? Because we've had, you know, we had Allardyce, we had David Unsworth, we had Koeman for just over a year, and then obviously, you know, Martinez before that. I don't know, are we just like, oh well, it's another new manager? Does that take something away from
not for me,
shiny thing?
Not for me.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to watching an attacking manager.
Okay.
Like you say, it was, you know, Koeman came in and I was like to get behind him, he's a big name and all that. Didn't really develop the team at all. Couldn't really get behind Sam Allardyce. Tried to, but didn't work. Unzi was thrown in at the deep end. You know, Martinez had lost us by halfway through his reign. But you know, this is an opportunity for us to put some markers down. There's been changes at the club. I'm hoping you hope, aren't you? That's what it's about. You hope that we start setting in motion a rebirth almost of Everton. If that's probably too strong a thing, but we start putting down, you know, the foundations to build something, and that's why. And the reason probably why I'm more excited than maybe before is because the football was diabolical and everyone had a big disconnect with the club, with the team after Christmas, I think. And I'm looking forward to that being brought back together, and with a new manager who's hungry, you know, eager to prove himself. And I'm hoping that. Yeah,
I hope that excitement is there, and you know, because
we will buy players, and that will kick us on. We will.
We'll see. We'll see.
Well, we will.
Well, that will kick us on. I'm just going to put a disclaimer at the bottom that we will see.
That's for you. I'm saying it now.
No, I know. But the point being, what I'm saying is I hope the excitement is there, I hope the expectation is there, and just because we haven't bought any new players yet, I hope that doesn't temper that. You know, I hope fans are excited by seeing a different kind of football and seeing how players react to it, and you know, the likes of, you know, as you said then, Lookman and you know, Holgate at the back, and all these little sort of Sheng Tosun having, you know, his first Premier League, you know, pre-season and starting from the beginning of it, and having players around him going to help him score. All those things I hope people are excited about and we can get behind. Jermaine Beckford playing for Bury now, isn't he? So he was a good player on his day, wasn't he?
He was good. He got 10 goals, didn't he? Coming off 3. Got 10 goals. Scored against the biggest sides, and was out the door the following summer. Because him and Moyes obviously don't think see eye to eye. Be nice to ask him. But he done well, you know. But he's gone off to. He's at Bury now. He went last year, didn't he?
Yeah, he was at Preston, wasn't he?
Preston. Scored a worldie in the playoff semi final from about his own half or something. But he had you know, good ability. Beckford was quick, but his hold up play wasn't great. But that's the way it is, and I thought he'd done okay. He was out the door.
As you said, he scored against all the big teams, didn't he? He scored twice against Chelsea and scored at Anfield, and always liable to pop up.
It's a threat.
Just his timekeeping let him down.
Timekeeping is probably is maybe his attitude wasn't good enough for me. No, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. It's all about that.
They got Neil Bands as well, who's a local lad,
ex-Bolton and Birmingham, wasn't he? He's a Liverpool fan, so that'll be feisty. He'll be in there. We've got Chris Dagnall. He should play for Tranmere. He's in there, so there's a lot of connections. You've got Joe Murphy as well, who come through.
Good goalkeeper.
Very good. The Tranmere went off to West Brom, and then it's not the right move for him, and then he's there. So there's a lot of local connections. So it'll be
interesting. I'm sure there'll be loads of Blues up
managed by Brian Lowe, he was ex-Tranmere as well, wasn't he? And amongst other clubs, so should be a decent game.
Yeah, you know, looking forward to it. Looking forward to seeing all the Blues. Looking forward to seeing Marco Silva's first game on English soil. Yeah, let's just hope to see that, you know, that the excitement's there, and
it will be. Come on, crank it up. Crank it up.
Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Are you going to the Energy Check Stadium to watch this game? We'll be there. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. If you haven't already, please subscribe, click the bell for alerts, and if you want more videos, join us on Patreon. We'll see you later.